Good afternoon, friends. My name is Niskanen and welcome to my vlog. This week we are going to start with something a little different from the usual sewing fare. This closet behind me, it has a lot of my sewing notions, zippers, ribbing, laces, cords, a lot of that stuff. So, right now it has a, can you see that? Just about. An IKEA, sort of fabric-y thing. It's intended to hold like folded clothes. So it doesn't really do well with a lot of sewing notions inside it. So what I am going to start with is I'm going to exchange it for an actual drawer thing with pullable drawers, and I'm going to put it together first. I'll see you on the other side. Time for power tools. Alright, so it is the next day, as you can see by the light, because there is a light coming through the window. To the window! Anyway, the cabinet is filled, mostly filled, with stuff. The bottommost drawer is still available, but now that I think about it, it could house my dyeing stuff, so that would be nice. Anyway, over there on the bottom used to be a plastic container full of patterns that you see here right now. So I still have the plastic container, but it is being repurposed and replaced by other plastic containers. So what I'm doing is I am culling my pattern stash because, well, I need to, because, well, this is a Vogue pattern. Claire Schaefer's Custom Couture collection. It goes up to Vogue size 22, which is, let me see here, 37 inches at the waist, which is a full 10 inches less than mine. So, I'm never going to fit this pattern. I may in the fullness of time, but I doubt it. I don't think that is in the cards, no matter how much I exercise. So, pretty much all of these are like that. This one is a 16. So that's definitely not happening. I don't think I was a Vogue size 16 when I was underweight either. Because I have been a tall and broad lass all of my life, and it didn't change when I started practicing karate when I was a teenager. So yeah. Anyway, I may or may not at some point want to just go ahead and expand or use some of these patterns. So I have a set of what are they called? Pattern blocks. Wait, this one. Fitting shell. There's the yeah, something like that. Block drafting. Anyway, I have those that I should really get around to someday. So anyway, my current plan is to get those done and then use the patterns that I'm keeping as sort of a guide for how to change the blocks once I've made them, so that I can get these patterns but in a way that actually fits me. So that is the plan. Who knows when I'm gonna get to it, but also I do have a sister who probably is a size 16. Yeah, she would probably fit 16 or 18. So yeah, and you know, I sometimes do like to make her things because it's nice. It's nice to see other people wearing the things that I make. Anyway, so yes. What was I saying? Oh yes. So for example, wow, the sunshine is way too bright today. Is there any way to get this to show up on camera? There we go. So, this is a very basic trouser that is way too small for me. And, I mean, it's sized pretty appropriately for my sister, but I don't know that I necessarily want to be making trousers for my sister. So, that one's going. There's this vintage ball gown that I don't know when I would ever get to wear a ball gown, but look at it. It's so pretty. That one's staying. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to make it or if it's just gonna hang out, but that one's staying. That one's definitely staying. Lingerie, that one's staying. I just think it's really cool. It's cool enough that I would absolutely like to. Look at that one. The drama. It's glorious. Alright, my friends, I have procrastinated on getting to work enough for this week, which means that it is time to get some sewing done. So, what I have done so far is I have cut the neckline of the Tienda de Patrones raglan a little bit wider. And then basically what I did is I measured how long the neckline is around, and then deducted 10% from that and cut the neckband. And then I sewed the neckband together, and now I just need to sew it on to the thing. With the thing. We went to the gym today and it was hard. So many years ago, I hurt both of my feet in different ways. And that resulted in me walking sort of like this. So I have a very bad tendency to walk so that my entire big toe is sort of either completely not touching the ground or only marginally touching the ground. And that's not good for anything. It's not good for my legs, it's not good for my back, it's not good for my hips, it's not good for my general well-being. So my trainer gave me some exercises to help me well, not do that. But it's been a decade and a half easily of me walking like this. And so I used to walk with my feet sort of splayed out. Now I've gotten them to be sort of straight, except I'm still walking more on the outside, on the outside of the leg, of the foot, and that's not good. So I'm correcting that, and turns out doing that has effects all over the body. And so I'm very, very, very tired right now, is all I gotta say. I'm also very sore, but that's nothing new. Anyway, so to get back to the actual sewing, which is the matter at hand, I'm gonna try to sew this on. It's still not very flexible, so I don't know. I might have overdone it, taking 10% away, but we will see. I'm just gonna have to really try to stretch it to cover the ground that I need it to cover. So anyway, I am going to do that now, and then I'm going to get started on the sewing machine bits. I have set up the sewing machine, and I think that I can possibly hem maybe a couple of the t-shirts tonight, maybe? Or I could get started on the Ellie Henley and get that to the point where it's getting hemmed. I think I'm gonna start with the hemming and get all of that done as much as possible, and then once all of that is done, do the Ellie Henley as a separate thing. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'm good with that plan. Anyway, I will see you on the other side. Alright, so I did have just about enough to cover the entire thing, but I ran into a problem here on this shoulder. As you can see, there's a lot of puckering in there. So what happened was, this was the shoulder with the puckering at the beginning of the surging, and I was too lazy. I did not re-sew the upper edge. I was just like, yeah, it's gonna get taken away in the thingamajig. It didn't. It caused a ton of problems, and apparently, I'm pretty sure I didn't stretch it far enough at the center front and the center back points. So I was just sort of running out of fabric there. So, and then right here at this problem shoulder, I also managed to not sew a part of it, so it wound up having a hole there. So I just wound up redoing the entire neckband and now it's done. And I mean, it's not perfect. This entire shirt is just cursed. But it's done. I am going to weave in these ends here, and then I am going to get to the hemming stuff for all the other projects. And I think I might actually start with the foldable elastic for the two Kapunda undies, because I think that if I do that, I can, well, I don't need to do the ironing on those anymore. I can just throw them in the wash as soon as they're done. So I can get out the foldable elastic and put back whatever's remaining after I've put in all of it. If I start with those, and then take out the ironing board and put it in front of the door that I would need to take out the foldable elastic. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I will see you on the other side. Alright, the first pair of undies is done. The border is a bit more bright than I had imagined, but that's fine. I'm good with that. So yes, now I just need to, repeat that process and then move on to hemming all of those lovely things in the background. But first, I am going to sew a little bit of, so I had a little pucker where the bamboo fabric and the cotton fabric didn't want to go together. So I am going to sew over that spot to make sure that I don't wind up with a hole in my panties before I've even had a chance to wear them. But in the meanwhile, I will see you on the other side. All right, I have a second pair of knickers done, Kapunda undies. Yes, this is going well, I think. I'm probably not going to be able to finish tonight, but I am going to do my best. So the next up, I think I'm gonna hem the Orlando tee, the sleeves and the actual hem, and then, well, the rest, because there's quite a few things to be done. Yes, I will see you on the other side. Alright, we are done on the vlog for this week. The Orlando is finished, all completed, and I do actually really love it. It's a very flattering shape. It is long enough. It doesn't roll up when I sit down. It is just in general a good time. I can lift my arms. I can lean over without, spilling. I also finished the Patterns for Pirates men's muscle tank. My partner will not be modeling it because he does not like to be in front of the camera, but it fits him. He better be happy with it. And I'm gonna finish hemming the rest of them outside the camera and off camera. And next week I am going to make the Ellie Henley finally, given that I have already been teasing it for, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Something like that. Anyway, I'm very happy with this one. I'm very happy with the Kapunda Undies. I will get to start wearing them after they are washed, and I am looking forward to that. Anyway, if you like this vlog, please like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. And I will see you next Thursday.